chicka boom. Hey, am I too bright? Am I too white? Yeah.
You are too bright. Hi, everybody.
Well, I didn't
Could
mean.
you dumb it down? Dumb it down a little bit.
Yeah, I will dumb it down for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, it's just there's this lamp behind me, and I forgot to turn on the little bulbs,
Yeah,
my
you do
fishbowl bulbs. That's
you
what
do have a lot of light on you. You do.
Yeah. Let me just look me up right here on the phone and see how white I am. It's giving me my angel aura. Oh, hello,
Hi,
everybody.
Hello. Hi, Wayne.
How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good. I'm just trying to get in this live event and see because I look blinded. Yeah, the song "Blinded by the Light." No. That's what comes up. Oh yeah, I am pretty bright.
Yep.
It's not bad. It's just bright. Okay. So as you guys know so I want to show you the magic that I now possess. Are you ready? Here's my hands. I'm typing again with no fingers.
What are you typing with? Tell us.
Well, do you remember a long time ago, guys, when yes, my toes. So when we used to have Jen run the show for me because it was just so hard to keep up with the questions, and especially when I was doing the readings. And so I invited Jen and asked her if she could do this one because this meditation seemed really important. And I really wanted to be very present while we did this and not have to worry about the comments and, give people, not really give the evil eye, but, because I'm blind without my glasses. And then, if I put my glasses on, then it's like that whole thing. So, yeah. So Jen is running the show. Feel free to ask questions for the mini read part when we get to that part. So make sure it's really big or put QQQ and then the questions on it, because that way she can see that the questions are coming up. So feel free to ask questions, the QQQ like that, and then we will star them and put them on the list. And then when we get done with the meditation, we will go ahead and start doing that. So I asked JJ, I know that there are a couple of lurkers today, and I know that they have never even seen the show. And I also love when JJ does her introduction, because I always do this when she's doing it.
Thank you for everybody that's showing up. Yeah, Dream Journey 1. I don't know if I've ever seen Dream Journey 1. Welcome.
Dream Journey 1 has been with us for a couple of days. And I remember a comment from the other night saying I miss Colorado. And so Dream Journey 1 has, definitely been newer to us. And Scooterless Babe, Suzanne, are you really scooterless now? Because you were Scooter Babe before. So I'm just looking for my tissue. I still do the whole Connect with Spirit nose runs, and I'm missing my tissue. I'm like, I swear I can't have anything really pretty like glistening skin. So
I'll announce our people while you look. Did you find your tissues?
No, I'm going to get up and do that.
Okay, I will announce our special guests. Let's see. And welcoming the community, we have Viviani we have Jen, who's behind the scenes. Hello, Wayne. Hello, Gina. Annie Bear, 7 Feathers. Welcome. Wayne and his beautiful Suzanne are here. Dream Journey 1, pleasure to meet you. And I think I saw somebody named Polly. Annie Bear, Teresa. Hello, hello. The windstorm just started, so
that's nice.
The tree in my window, like going crazy. Hi, Polly. There you are.
Hi, Mimi. Yeah, earlier I couldn't believe how cold it was getting in my apartment, and I was like, it is getting really cold in here. And then it dawned on me, I just turned on the fan, so it was like 64 degrees in here. So yeah.
Jane is here. Hello, Jane. That's my mom's name and my middle name. And who else? Who just came in? Did we have a new person come in? Mimi. Hi, Mimi. That's it. Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear the wind in my wind chime? Like,
well, it was better than last night. Okay, so or the last live I did, it was with my friend Melissa, and Atticus had to get. We were literally on the couch, and Atticus had to get in between us, and they could hear him snoring.
That's awesome.
It was like we can hear the dog snoring.
That's great.
So
a little sound healing.
There you go. Okay, so you have to explain. So,
okay.
Yes, please, because
my name is JJ, and I have a website called tutaspeaks.com. I'm also on YouTube, also Tuta Speaks, and I have a language that came through all at once when I was in Sedona, Arizona, and that's been about I think about 6 years. Using this language that comes through me. It sounds Native American. It sounds Asian. It's best to listen to it with your eyes closed and your heart open if that's something that you're interested in. I have a yes and no eye. So when I'm asking questions while I'm channeling or when I'm, doing mini readings for people, that's just my yes and no eye. And sometimes if it's I'm clearing a lot of energy, I'll do some coughing. I think that's about it. And we're having a storm.
Yes. And we're having a storm.
Which is I love storms. So this is really great.
Hi, Warrior Girl. We've been having a storm for a little while, and my connection wasn't that great. Please keep in mind to do thumbs up and go to JJ's channel, and Jen, you'll see that popping up. And also I want to thank Vivian for doing that and popping those websites up there, or those YouTubes up there, so that we can, feel free to subscribe, do the thumbs up, and then leave comments, because that actually, I can't remember what it does, but it kind of does something with the algorithms or something like that, they were saying. So, but yeah, just leave a comment. It could even say, yo. No, just
yo, what up?
Okay. Yo, what up? So I really, hi, Butterfly Kisses. She's lurking. So for those of you that have been with me for the last couple of times, I also want to throw some wrenches out. For those of you that have been with me for the last couple of times, we've been talking about dark night of the soul and getting through that and having those really tough conversations. Hello, Patty R. And so today's meditation is really going to be about that. And so even though you might not be going through a dark night of the soul right now, what they gave to me. Oh, and for those of you that are new to my channel, when I'm looking over here, I'm actually talking to my guides. So, I'll go like this a lot. But thank you, Jane. I mean, it's been really, really, really intense in that aspect of, I had to do it, and it just seemed perfectly with what I'm going through right now. But for those of you that aren't going through the dark night of the soul, this really also is an invitation of cutting of cords, and they're telling me like putting all of those things that we don't need, high spirit watcher, that we don't need anymore, into really nice, beautiful packages and sending them off. Because if we keep hanging on to that old garbage that we don't need, we can't make room for new things. And so that's been really kind of like this whole little last 3 lives that I've done. It's been mainly about just kind of letting go and healing from that stuff. Mm-hmm. So, all right, JJ, you want to lead the meditation?
Yeah, I love the idea of wrapping what we no longer need in a beautiful package, because even though if some of that was really hard, really dark, painful, what have you, it's just really nice to present it in a loving way for helping us to where we are right now. And so I know I'm going to call my people in. The Tuta means teachers in my language. I'm going to call all of our people in, and any helpers that want to come for the best and highest good. I know that I need some help with the process of like the mental part of it. So I'm gonna try to focus on a lot of the mental stuff for the dark soul releasing. That's what I'm going to do, because I feel like I can help release and relax. But for me, I'm really mental about some things that are going on right now. So that's what I'm going to do.
So I'm going to get off camera because I need to do some work off camera, holding space, also sending some language, but I don't want to say it out loud while JJ is guiding you through this meditation. So I'll be off camera and sending some light language as well. So.
Make sure my phone is off. And again, the best way to receive is to close your eyes and open the heart. I think the wind is going to help us. Just calling my people in. Panu danushte tana tanoi tanushti tai. Panu nano makoshte tana yewa. Oi shimanu yewa nuwe. Aishina makoinama yewa. Anna tanua ishti tana mawa yewa. Ata tana ishti tano kaye mashti tayewa. Ato tano nanashti tai. Yeta manu nanata ushti tayewa. Yena tanaka ishti taye ma tana yewa uashti tayewa. So I'm seeing lots of people coming in to help us. And I see a lot of them, they're wearing black cloaks with the black hood. And they're saying it does matter. It could be helpful for people who are in the grieving process, whatever it is that you may or may not be grieving. But they said that when people grieve, like the colors that you wear matter, kind of like a ceremony for yourself. Especially when you're alone. They're talking about the steps. The steps that we've taken. And they are saying that the steps are made out of cords that are attaching us. Kitano ushtita tana koshtita yewa patatano ukanama ishtitai. Anatano kanoshtita. And they're showing us cutting the cord, cutting the steps. Patatano ushtita, because there is another way. Manuna mashtatanuka. Ayena nui. Ayena na guewa. Panomamako ushtitan tana kutitano ishtitai. Atitama wa totano shtitai. Atotano kai manu e wa shtita. Ye tano kai mashtita wa shtitanu mama wa. Oe mai inama goeta mpata no shtita. Ye tanama oe wa shtita. They say even if you were alone at night, patotano shtita, looking at your reflection in the lake, patotano okatano shtita, and you feel alone, panotano shtita, and they're like, dear one, patotano ushtita, the water is there, the things under the water, kotano ushtita, the things that you're kneeling on by the water, the wind, toto shtitano kashtita, the stars, titama ushtitano ki tana yewa. Never alone, Paquishinama Wika. Never alone, Pakuka Noiwa. Ashtitanama Wakwewa. Even when sitting on a rock, Ashtitama Uha Titatana Oshtitana Kiwa. Manona Ishtitai. They're bringing in things from nature to help. I'm seeing a mushroom. Panuta Toshtitaye Tanuma Papakushtitayewa Untanoshita. There's an insect, a flying insect that's helping. Konatana upatutom panshtitano koewa atutanoshtitano kayewa mpanoishtita. They're saying, they're talking about a fly and how the fly can really sense, where the garbage is. Tatono ushtita totato pakaishtiwa mtano ushtitayewa akano tanoshtita. And they invite us to put all of our garbage out. Kukano ushtita otana ushtitai. Atotano ushtata. It's like garbage day. Kwena ashtitano kanyetana kita. Ashtitano kayewa. Feeling the wind blowing from the back, from the side, from the front, from above, from below, whichever direction, and just tossing out the trash. Kotano shtitan. Sometimes the trash can be a beloved thing that's just not useful right now. Pomoko ishtimayuwa utano kayewa. Kitano shtitano kayewa tutano mayewa. Ano ina maui na maoshewa no kayewa. Pano na ye tako ishina ye tana mako ishiwa. Aye na ye na tanu shtitayewa. Amaui tanu ikashtitayewa. Ako kitana shtitayewa. And they said, clean the corners. Tatu tashtita. Cleaning the corners, tutano kitano shtitayewa, sweeping ourselves out, una tanashtitano itayewa, akutana shtitayewa, totano kayewa, and spending a little time on the mental, patutao ushtatanui namawi namakakayewa. Just holding space for the mental, kutitono, kitano, kitano, kitano. Anuna no tano shtitano kayewa. And Karen, if you want to come back on and help with the mental part with your light language.
It's really weird because it's never come in through song. So I don't want to be on camera, but I'll do the yeah, it's weird. I'll let me just do it the way I need to.
We're weird anyways.
I know, but I'm used to not singing it. Okay. And okay.
Just do
it. Ete ama brota, ete unamahe, uta heme, atabratu non Atu, atu, atu. Emesene ut ama arukta aruta uma ete asana ete shunoroma ekna asana esene ete umbrasuno o uroma uta o umbratu ekne esene urama o ene esene a. Whew. Hi, guys.
And that's how you be brave.
And that's what brave looks like. I'm like, I'm not used to singing Zipper in the shower. No, just kidding.
It sounded magical. And I feel like I really needed the sing-songy, I needed that it was like the key that I needed. Thank you.
Well, it was just really odd because when I was starting off camera, it started coming through song, and I'm like, I've never sang in light language. You're really gonna have me do this? Yeah. Okay.
And again, we're not alone. It's like you have all these people helping you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I did put JJ's banner up for a while. So those of you, if someone could copy that, Vivian, just to make sure it's there. I'm going to take that banner down because I jumped on the screen for Jen. Whew.
Yeah, Mimi says,
okay.
Mimi says lots of clearing yawns and a cooler body temperature. Yeah, I love thinking about nature when we're tossing out the trash. It's just like if you think about the little creepy crawlers that help, take care of the trash, and it's just seeing them coming in the corners and just scurrying off with the little morsels that we forgot about, the little crumbs or whatnot.
I'm going to. So, Spirit Suzanne said, tears are flowing. I hope this is healing so intense. The song helped me shake my energies through my hands. The dog even came over and licked my hands. Let's see. Okay. Awesome.
My ears are ringing. Whew.
Yeah. Okay. What are we doing now? What are we doing?
I kind of feel like whoever would like us to tap in, maybe not even with a question, just put maybe question marks there, and just seeing where our people want to go with it. Does that sound okay, or is that too vague?
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds really great.
They're instantly showing me, Annie Bear, marbles, like marbles, almost as big as like what a crystal ball would be, and they're rolling marbles across a wooden floor, and the wooden floor seems like the older planks, the wider planks, and they're almost talking about how like just through the storylines of being in this house, and the little things fall through the cracks, and just from here, from there, and they're just talking about that sound of the marble rolling across this wood. And I get a feeling that this area, this kitchen, is very very comforting. I'll see. You go ahead. I'll see if they want to say anything else.
Annie, this is really strange. I've never, ever seen this. So I can I can squint and see your picture, but because I don't have my eyeballs on. But it was really odd because all I keep seeing is you doing when, and we like to refer to it as earth magic. Um, and some of your releasing, it was like watching you brush your hair and taking some of your hair, and it's almost like imagining if all of everything that you didn't need was coming out and into your hair, and you're brushing your hair, and you take the hair that's in the brush and you bury it. I don't know why that's so significant. I mean, you may be like me where I'm a very visual person. And so when I do any releasing or anything like that, I have to do some sort of ceremony with it. But it was about just, I
She
do
does.
that. Oh, okay. Well, it's
She
weird
does.
because that's what, so if that makes sense to you, then they're asking you to do that. So definitely do it. And then, it's like, it's really funny because they show me you running a track and you're on the right track. So keep going, just keep doing you. But they go back to the hair and back to the hole, and they're like, they want you to add something else. And I don't know if you do this, but whatever your incorporation is, because now like they're showing me rose petals, they're showing me orange, like peel of an orange. It's very odd they're asking you to do that. Why are you giggling over there?
Because they showed me lavender.
Lavender?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so it really is, it is putting something else there. So make sure you incorporate something else with the hair and yeah, I've never seen that. I think that's really cool that you do that, Annie. I thought it was very odd. I'm like, why would she be brushing her hair and putting it in the ground? So awesome. Cool. Yay.
Yeah, she gives it as
Okay,
gifts to the
Jen.
earth.
Yeah, I thought I've never heard of that. That is really awesome. So yeah, add something else in there. Um, oh, butterfly. Um, Butterfly, I just want to reach through and just give you this really, really humongous hug and this intense energy of just keep doing what you're doing. I don't know if this resonates with you, but um, I feel like telling you that, it's all going to be okay. There's a purpose behind everything that's happening right now. And, they literally show me two boxers over here, like, just keep fighting the fight, just keep doing you. And now we're talking about peeing on a tree, But anyways, butterfly, they just want you to know that your guides are giving you the gold medal, saying keep doing that. So whatever that means to you, just keep doing that, you know. So yeah, what did you get for butterfly?
They showed me that they're placing I think it's kind of tied into what Annie does, and just bringing in the herbs and whatnot. But they have this medicine, and they're putting it on your chest. At first, it kind of felt like, for me, growing up, it was like Vicks. It was Vicks. If you're really sick, and you'd put like something else on top of that, like. This is a herbal, and they're putting it on your chest area. And it's not the kind that draws things out. It's kind of like putting some medicine in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And they're bringing me to the back of my shoulders, and they're talking about your wings. Your wings. Like when I'm looking at your wings right now, I see them hanging down. Maybe a little worn out from the wind. Does that make sense? It feels like they might be a little tired.
Well, she did earlier when I was saying what I felt that she was going through. She said, I appreciate you and I agree.
Yeah.
So we're definitely on.
But you definitely
So,
don't want to go flying around when your wings are tired. And the putting the medicine on the chest, um, I think that's tied to the wings feeling tired. So just going to take a minute here with you. And I think I'm going to bring in colors too. I think that might be something that you do. Bringing in the colors like even if it's just even if like the rainbow colors, bringing it through this medicine pack that they put on. Hama maye na ye ta ye tana ye wa ye na tanu ishtita. And they have a lyric, they have a song, paye, and there's seeds involved too, like the seeds coming back into the heart or refilling. Kutana ishtita na ka ye wa. And they just say, rest your wings and it's okay.
so I want to specifically do some language on the wings because they're really having me focus on, man, it's like, focus on, it's really weird watching the wings come into the body and little like rip marks. So, atuno okne esene urama uta. And they're saying that, keep flying, keep flying. Don't, it's almost like don't be, give yourself time to rest, but don't be afraid to fly. Aknu esene urama. She's got severe lower back issues. That would make sense. Aknu esene ete esene urama uta. Okay, there, I'm done. It always happens so fast and then stops all abruptly. Yeah. Isn't that great? Look, I got no hand. I mean, my hands are here, but I'm doing it.
But you can still
I can still do it.
That's great, butterfly. Nothing gets me down.
Good. 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 Can you put up the next one? Vivian.
The wind like stopped right at the end of Butterfly Kisses. And the sun is out. That was crazy. Okay.
I just keep seeing you sweeping away stuff, Vivian. Like, and I don't know if that's metaphorically throughout your life or there's some cleaning up in your space that needs to happen. But they just keep saying that, they just keep doing this broom and sweeping the stuff out and getting rid of the stuff. And I think it is a little bit of both. They just keep sweeping, and it's like getting all of this out, making more room. And it's every sign that I get for, it's always like, this is water, by the way, but it's always like a glass like this. This is my sign. It's a glass like this, and it's filled all the way to here. And they're like, you got to make room and really concentrate on just getting rid of all of those things. And I think we process, I am removing clutter from the home and mind. Okay. So yeah, it really is about doing that. And I'm like this is what I do. Does this bring me joy? Does this make me happy? Have I used this in the last 6 months? No. Okay. And they're truly saying just, it's all about just kind of doing that and just knowing that it's time. It's time. And you might want to do 2 rounds of it because I see you doing it once and then you go back through like maybe a month later and then you're like, why did I even keep this? I don't really need this. And you toss it again. So good job on you.
They're showing me, they're bringing me to the back of the head where it connects to the neck. And because I got like a maybe like a migraine kind of feeling. It wasn't just a headache. So I'm just thinking about that part of your body. And we can also do this for anybody else, but they want to, they're working on the patutana ushtita. It's kind of like a stagnant energy right there. And so they're just coming in. Pama ushtatanu kanantada yewa shtita yewa yewa tanana mashtitai. Ato pa mama ushtatana kiawa. Just making an opening on the back right there where the head reaches the neck. Just opening it. Just kind of asking the stress or whatever that energy is, kind of squeezing it out there. And also in the squeezing motion or the massaging motion, it brings in circulation. And it's like they're whispering right there to you, the spirits. Panu mama kiwa, patu ewa ina ashtitayewa. Panu kaye, relaxing the throat area. Manu mama kawayewa. Ewa, panu katanu shtita. Ye tanuma kukayewa. Atu tanuma pa oshtatana pa uakayewa. Yena tanu shtita, helping the muscles get the circulation there. Pama kuka I tanashtita. Yeta. Pama makayewa tuakayewa. Feeling the body relax a little bit better. Pama papa panokayewa. And then, of course, when you start doing something like that, like now the back of my neck is like, hey, what about me? So just just asking spirits to come in and help for the best and highest good. Just kind of like dusting the tension away. Thank you.
Wayne said that headache, that was the headache he had yesterday, just as you described it.
Oh, Spirit Watcher, Suzanne. Okay.
You're like, whoop, yeah. Oh. You want to go first?
Well, I'm just doing a little scan, and it's kind of interesting. It's showing like half and half. It's like there's a line drawn down through the body. Like this is this and that is that. And so Suzanne, if you want to add anything to that, I do. I feel like, what is that? And they're saying that they're kind of saying that you prefer it that way. You prefer it that way because you don't want to just be one thing. And so what I'm going to do, because I'm seeing this line down the middle of your body, I'm going to see it as a zipper. So whatever is that is ready to be shed, we're just going to go ahead and zip down the middle. See what will emerge. Patutanu kaiwai. Katutanu na ishtitanuka. Yeta, welcome. Panuta ishtitanaye, welcome. Emerge. Pawa ushtatanakayewa. And when you emerge, I'm seeing this golden body. It's really beautiful. Beautiful.
The minute I focused on you, Suzanne, was, lately they've been doing a lot of puzzle pieces with me. And so most of the time I was looking at this puzzle piece and they just had me focus on one puzzle piece. And I'm like, okay, well, so what do you got with this puzzle piece? And they literally picked it up and they brought it to the puzzle and then they turned it around and then they placed it in. And so I always see the puzzles as a different thing. So this is the first time I've actually seen one completed and one that isn't all messed up and jacked up. And so whatever you got going on that has been, because they show me some of the puzzle was really hard to put together and other things were kind of easy, but this whole situation is going to start, and they put the puzzle piece in and they automatically, I was going to say, hey, want to come on to Tarot?
Mhm.
Tarot, you want to come on? You can. So anyways, as soon as they put the puzzle piece in, they literally popped up this book and it was blank. And it was like, okay, what chapter are you going to write next? What are you manifesting? What are you doing to get you the things that you want to see? And so make sure that you're manifesting it the right way. Bring the things into your life that you want, not what you don't want. And like we discussed the other day, Spirit is going to give you not only what you're asking for, but the inner energy that you're in currently. So make sure that you're in a good space to manifest, if that makes sense. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Can't tonight. I have a book discussion in 15. I'd love to read with you both again. Yes, let's do it. We have so much fun. And look, I still have my fan. This is a tall ticket. I still haven't paid this damn thing. I keep forgetting.
Why don't you pay it right now and we'll all witness you paying it. Just do it.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Okay. All right, let's see how much it is. But anyways, I'm so forgetful.
So Sylvie, right?
Oh, that's such a pretty name, Sylvie. Let's see, where did I go?
Tama pau tu tama maka yewa.
I went to Rhode Island. I'm like, where did I go? I went to Rhode Island. I took a day trip.
Okay, so I got this great book, Sylvie, and so I wanted to be a part of some of the readings today, just to bring in some plant medicine, and the plant medicine that they're bringing in is the balsam fir. And it's saying the medicinal uses. Patut tama oshtita. Let me see which one they want me to talk about. It's actually, they're talking about harvesting. And patut tama oshtita. It says that the pitch is found in blisters on the tree bark. Simply open the blisters with a knife, cutting gently into it. If the blister is forcefully popped, the pitch can spray out. The pitch is clear, runny, and sticky. And so I'm thinking of like that healing. Of course, it's going to be sticky. They're bringing me to one side of your body. And it's really interesting. Sylvie, they show me the light body that's like it's just right outside of your physical body. And they're so whenever I think about this, even my own light body, I'm like, okay, well, maybe there might be a little tear, a little rip from this or that. And so they're using the pitch that they've extracted for you, and they're putting it on a little bit of a place that was stretched too thin. And they say, there you go. No more leaking. Like the energy was leaking.
You done?
Mm-hmm.
I asked your exact question, and I keep getting that mid-May is going to be something like there's a little bit of shifting in a good way, because they always show me bar graphs. So if bar graph goes up, that's a good thing. If bar graph goes down, it's bad. So some shifting and some really good things. And then the end of the month is really important too for you. And I just kept getting, make sure that you are, I'm a big one on manifesting. I really am a big one on you're the creator of your own reality. So what do you want to bring into your life? What do you want to see? And I don't know why they're saying this, but know your worth around it, if that makes sense to you. So it's time to believe that you deserve it and that you need these things or whatever it is that you're hoping for in your life. But I do see shifting and it goes up. So that's good. So hopefully that helps you. Wayne, you always crack me up. And there's always that water around your house or something about the water. Are you still working on the water?
You got it again? They said that there was a river. They said they live near a river, but it's lower down. Okay. If I'm remembering. Yeah.
Oh, and they're going to come visit me. Just saying. We're going to meet up. So.
Awesome. Yeah, because I think they're in the southern part of Vermont, right? So it's not that far to go visit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody's putting a blanket around your shoulders. It kind of feels like a grandfather energy putting a blanket over you. And it's like the most comfortable blanket. It's an older one. And they're just rubbing the upper back, bringing in a little bit of warmth to help relieve anything right there. As I'm doing this, I'm also seeing there's an eagle energy coming in, and then they showed me the antennas of like the butterfly as well. Just making sure, again, if there's any Papa o tano ushtata, any pato tano ushtata tightness, just seeing it relax. Seeing the space, pato ta ishtitana yewa tonaka yewa, the space, the time for healing. Patatoma ita washtita. You can go ahead, Karen. Panoka.
When I really struggle with this in the aspect that this is not a job coming for you, but it's some sort of new income. And I was trying to figure out, really, I'm like, okay, guys, is it going to be, and I'm just tossing stuff out there just to kind of get and I was like, is it going to be woodworking? And I got, no, it's just everything that I kept mentioning. It's like, no. But they just keep sliding money over to me. And so there is something, and I don't know if you have it in the works yet, but it does not look like a regular job. And it's very intermittent. in the way that it comes, but something new, and something new that has to do with finances, and they just keep sliding money on the table at me. So I don't know what you got going on, but I think it's going to be something pretty decent. It doesn't, it makes me feel like, oh, this helps. It's kind of like when I get extra money that I didn't know. You wash the clothes, find $20. Oh, this helps. I'm the second person that's mentioned that. Yeah, I just see, so what I would do is, if it was me, I would say, okay, God, spirit, universe, whatever your person is, allow me to see those connections that I need to make, so that if this is something, hi, Ian, if this is something that is beneficial for me and my honey, to please make that visible to me, because I really see you having just this new thing that's going to come. And it's, like I said, it just helps out a little bit. It could be dinner one night, like enough to make you guys go out to dinner and have a nice little time. It's something like that. So it'll be good. So, yeah, I always put it out to spirit and just say, just guide me to the people that need to come into my life to make this happen, is if this is the best and for my highest. So what are you laughing at?
Ian said that maybe he should rob a bank, and then Suzanne is like, no, I work at a bank. Or the banking industry. So funny.
No. I'm gonna go. I can't remember. Yeah.
Well, it's like the funny people are like, or you could just go buy some counterfeiting machinery. Just make your own money.
I know. I was just thinking about talking. I was just talking to Lisa about what happened to our second job. We were going, I need to talk to Lisa about starting that second job that we were talking about. Dream Journey 1.
Well, right off the bat, they're making my ears, like the pressure in my ears. Do you hear spirits, Dream Journey 1?
Our Dream Journey 1, are you still here? Because I haven't seen them talk.
Yeah,
I do sometimes.
So they're showing me, we're just going to open up this part of the head. They're like, just open it up. So we're just going to open it up. And they're like, see all the treasures inside. And they're talking about it as if it's a clock. And sometimes with a clock, there needs to be a little bit of repair. So they're going in there, and they've, you've got lots of little helpers. They're the right people for the job, and they're just doing their little tinkering in there. And they're like, well, this might need to be connected to that. This was looking a little, we're just going to replace this little piece. So they're in there. And so with the ears and the pressure, this might help. And again, they're bringing me to the back of and they're showing me like a hummingbird, but they're also saying sparrow. So I'm just going to the back of the neck for you too, like where the head matches up with the neck. Just bringing in some circulation while they're doing the tinkering on the head. And they're saying we're using only the best pieces and parts. They're like these beautiful, like golden pieces and parts. That feels better. So closing it up. And before it's closed up, the ancestors are like, wait, we want to whisper some things in there before. And they're like whispering their prayers, their wishes for you. Closing it up. Just checking the energy center above the third eye. In the throat. Yeah, it seems good.
It's funny that you should went there about cleaning up and all of that, because honestly, what I sat and watched was like these little tiny gifts in these little tiny boxes that had all this dust on it. And then they picked them up and they're literally like blowing off dust and, you know, um, but blowing off dust and blowing off things. And it was just like watching it. And it was like, look at all the gifts that you have. And, and, and I don't know, but I got the, you know, what they gave me is like when I was a kid and I could physically see ghosts, like just like I see you guys. Um, if you were standing right in front of me. But you know, it's like sometimes gifts change and sometimes they look different. And, you know, there was this kind of like almost feeling that I believe full-heartedly on some of this stuff, but then I don't believe I can do this stuff. And then, you know, they're it's like watching someone throw the dice. Like it's almost like you're gambling in what you believe or not believe. And I don't know why they're giving me this, but it, you know, if this makes any sense to you, and for anybody else out there that kind of struggles with that, like, am I really seeing what I'm seeing? Am I really hearing what I'm hearing? Am I really, you know, it's like you are so talented, even though you might not know your worth, if that makes sense to you. So, yeah.
And they brought in the deer. I just love it when the deer comes forward. It's just a loving, gentle energy. I wish you the best.
Woot woot.
Gina.
Ah, Gina. Gina, I don't know why, but I just need to do some language for you, which is you take that in to wherever that needs to go. So, eme akna asane eshene uramauta. Ekne akna asane aknu utu asane ekne eshne utama akt. Umbratu esene eshene ukrararara. Enkna aknu esene rororo. Eme ekne esene utarama aknu usanore. Akna esene esene akno osanarare. Okay, I don't, whatever that is for.
Whew. I saw so many things. Holy cow.
Wayne said, watch your language. As soon as I did the hand gesture, it was like, this is going to be a bad word in sign language.
They showed me like you know, it was the earth, and then they had like the small children, you know, like, you know how you do paper dolls around the earth. It's really cool. Very, very, very fast. That was powerful. I know these. Yeah.
It was the odd, because usually I don't. I mean, nothing came through except for you're gonna speak, and so I'm like, okay, you're gonna speak. So.
Oh, this is cute. I haven't used these cards in forever. Imagine yourself happy. These are like the cutest little cards.
Oh, you know, I really do miss my UNICEF symbol. I really do miss those ones that I used to do all the time. The funny ones. I don't know where they went. They just disappeared.
That happens when you move.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not sure if I didn't read for Gina yet. Oh, that's neat. They're showing me as you as a bookshelf, and they're putting all the books in order, and it's like right here, like this is the top of the bookshelf, and they're showing me all of these books in the heart space. They're saying record keeper, and they're showing me actually that is it there's a face. Is that Easter Island where it's made out of? You know where the faces? Yeah, the faces greet. Yeah, they're showing me that.
Easter Island. JJ, if there's time, what does the deer usually symbolize when it comes through?
Yeah, the deer brings in, for me, it's inner peace and gentle being. That's what. And I'm also a fan of Googling if you want to look up deer, but I'm getting that it's the doe energy.
Yeah, and I think does represent new things. I can't remember, but I usually, I would look up dream. I would look up spiritual meaning of deer, because nature plays a big role to giving us signs, especially, if you're driving home and all of a sudden you see a deer and that's something that you usually don't see, that would be a sign. Like I was sitting outside with Melissa the other night or yesterday, and a red-tailed hawk literally just kept flying around us in a circle. And so, yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, Gina, Easter. It was definitely that rock from Easter Island. And then when I'm thinking of the books all in order, let me think about that for a second. It's almost as if getting ready for almost getting ready for a gift, if that makes sense. Like a connection. I'm just going through the books. And it's really interesting because the books I'm seeing, they're like almost like marigold color. When I'm looking at the spine. Many books. So if I'm thinking about that statue, it feels really good to pull one of the books out energetically so some air can get in there. Because they've been kind of sealed. So it's time to bring the books out. And I'm just looking at the book. What is it with the book? It's almost as if we take the book out and breathe some air into them. It's almost as if releasing the information out. If it was like, I think it's just time for the information to come out. So what I would recommend, because I know these are like little mini readings, always good to just, put your hands on your heart space. And I just I'm seeing you like as a vessel, holding the information, helping the information come forth. And I don't know much about Easter Island, so I can't help you there.
So as you see, I was typing away, and actually Jen was. So Jen's got the control. So she's actually posting everything that you see where it says Starseed Awakening. That's actually Jen. And she put in the doe and what it means and all of that for whomever. And I was waving at Aspen because I miss her. So, and she's putting her earbud. You guys can't see her, but she's backstage. Hi, Aspen. I was waving at you. So, yeah. Anyways, sorry.
Yeah, Gina, I'm really excited. And I really love the idea of even if I don't know all the answers, like for instance, what I was seeing was the Easter Island guy. And I just it's just asking, like, is there any medicine or any messages, or maybe just sitting in space with that statue, and just see if you get anything. And if you don't get anything, that's okay too.
Very cool.
Yeah. I love the color. I love the color of the books, and I love how books smell, and I love like the texture of the books. And these are like they're definitely older books, and it's like, what is it called? Embossed, where it's like you can run your fingers down.
Yeah.
Ugh. And they were like this really cool yellow.
Or Braille. No. Did you hear me? I'm like, what? Braille. I said, or Braille.
Yeah, and I was thinking of that too, because they showed me the Easter Island guy really quick, and I'm just like, oh, like, ooh, I got goosebumps. Tablets, how? Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps everywhere. That's like tablets. Yeah. Woo. Oh my.
I gotta explain something to Jen because she just looked very confused. Can you hear me, Jen? Will you shake your head? Okay, so when you're in the starred section, if you unstar that comment, it'll actually delete it and push it off the list. So right now I did it all the way to Patty. So now we're good. Okay. You got a lot of sun there, girlfriend.
I am the light.
I am the light.
Oh, you talking to me or Jen?
You. That's what I was doing at the beginning. Okay. Wow, Patty. This is the oddest thing. I love when I haven't read in a while and all these new signs are coming up. They literally show you, like, you need to get from point A to point B, and you are supposed to walk it, but you throw a pair of skates on, and you just start skating down there really fast. And so, I asked, what was this? And so whatever I really think, I don't know what your belief system is spiritually, but it's like you're doing your work and you're doing it good and fast. And I'm not talking about your work like at your job, but spiritually speaking, it's like you're doing the things that you need to do rather quickly. And there's not a sense of urgency, but a sense of just knowing that, the way that I feel is like, I know I need to get this done, and I see my goal and I go to it and I'm getting it done. So I don't know how that resonates with you, but I just keep seeing the cheerleaders behind you and your spirit guides and your angels just kind of saying that you're doing what you need to do, whatever that is, because they're very guarded, because I tried to ask what that is, and then they throw up when they throw up a brick wall, that's basically a conversation between you and them. So it's something that they, it's like a kind of a privacy issue. So they're saying that you're really doing a good job working through, and then they peel an onion. So working through those layers or working through those things. And so just keep doing. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what I'm getting. So they just keep saying, keep working, keep doing you. So if you're still here, Patty,
they brought me to my herb book. and they're bringing in valerian root. And I love valerian root because it helps me sleep. And I'm just looking at all of the things that it helps with. And so it helps with anxiety and panic attacks, depression, obsessive compulsive behavior, epilepsy, cramping. It lowers blood pressure. It even helps people quit smoking. So it's like this beautiful, beautiful plant, so valerian root. So I was just imagining using the essence of this, the medicine of it, and bringing it in to like the right to the center of your body. And it's almost as if, and I'm not sure if this is correct or not, but they're showing me that you might have this essence with other people. Do you help calm down other people? Do you have like a really grounded energy about yourself? Because I'm seeing
smoking. That must be it. But you know what's also good for smoking is I'm gonna have to look over there. It also lowers your cortisone levels or your cortisol levels, and you lose weight. So I'm gonna have to go look. Huh?
Oh, the thing you can't remember the word for?
Yeah, it's right over there. I'm gonna go get it. It's over there.
Wait a second. I need to lose weight. So should I start smoking and then take this thing? Is that the process?
Yeah. Start smoking and then take this.
Yeah. I'm almost feeling like working with the essence of valerian root. I just feel like working with that and calling it in. I feel like once you have the essence of it, just asking spirit to connect you with it, or Mother Nature to connect yourself with it. I feel like when you're with other people. Yeah, I had a bottle of that too. And my family, my kids, they put like, they wanted it to be like for Wakanda. And they were like Ashwagandha forever or something like that. Ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha. Mm-hmm. See, Penthouse and Pavement. That's a new name. I've never seen that. Penthouse and Pavement. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a really good ashwagandha is good for that too.
It does look like they were playing Scrabble when they named it.
Okay, I think we have 5 things starred. I was looking. So.
Yeah, Patty, I'm not sure too if this makes sense, and I just take it for what it is. But when I saw them putting the essence of this medicinal in you, I also saw a cross. So I'm not sure if that's the religion, but they showed it to me, so I'm just gonna pass that on. Holly.
Is Polly still here?
And who's after Polly? Maybe we could give a roll call just so people are.
Okay,
alert.
so I got it, Jen. Don't worry. So I have Polly, Jane the Seeker, and these are just hit the like button, and then Ian did put But I wasn't in control. So I know that Ian had put some question marks up. And so there's
Okay.
actually 3. So Polly, Jane, and then Ian.
Oh, wait,
And
if
then
Mimi is still, I think Mimi was the one that fed the cats, but then came back and asked if there was time. Okay. They were feeding cats.
Okay, so I'm going to scroll up and see. Now that I have my glasses on and I can see people.
All right. I'm going to work on Polly.
So did Polly say whether she was here or not?
Hi, Polly. Are you here?
Because what I have to say doesn't necessarily have to do with her.
Yeah,
He's
Polly
here.
is
Okay.
here.
So, okay. So I'm seeing a lot of names that I'm not new names. So today it was different. We just asked to put just a couple of question marks up, and then we would read just to see whatever comes. So if you want to do that, please. Oops, sorry. It's still Polly's. I just, when I run it, I just jack it all up.
Can you take my thing off?
So, oh, sure. Take your banner off.
Yeah.
Well, someone told me, how come I'm not doing it? And I'm like, because I always forget. So Jen's been like awesome about putting the banners up. Okay, let me go back over here. I'm still looking for Polly. I mean, who am I looking for?
Polly.
I forgot.
Yeah, Polly. So Polly, they're having me put one hand up and one hand down. And they're talking about how there's a receiving hand and a giving hand. And it's just so beautiful. Like right now I've got the sun right here. And so it's like it's just receiving things from Mother Nature, and then passing it through. And I like to think of it as a conduit where it's like the goodness is coming down through you, and you're helping it along, which is a really beautiful way to go about it. But they say it's okay to hold on to some of the goodness. Don't run on an empty tank. So when my hands are like this, they're like, why don't you just put your hands out a little bit wider? And that feels really good. Like put a little space in between the receiving and the giving. Like those things are still in the perimeter of yourself, but it feels so nice to just be yourself too. And they're bringing in, it actually looks like, what's the Alaskan, is it Inuit?
Inuit.
Yeah, they're bringing in the Alaskan. There's like this, it's really like a carved bird, like a totem. And I'm seeing the vibrant colors, like the blue, the red. It almost kind of looks like the bird that's called like a puffin or a penguin. Penguin probably makes more sense if it's Alaska. And they're bringing in like a carved, is this lifetime? This could be something from the past lifetime, but they're bringing in the carving of a canoe out of the tree. It's really interesting. the carving. I know that sometimes my shamanic messages probably makes you ask more questions than not, but it's really beautiful to like connect to um, that other time, the Alaskan time, the time where you make potums and you like carve the wood. It is almost like carving. You can carve a vessel to like float, or you can carve something that will hold like the spirit of an animal. It's really interesting. Do you have anything for Polly? Yeah, it feels beautiful,
You
Polly.
know, Polly, I tonight I'm getting a lot of um, new signs that I've never really seen. And so with new signs, I have to, it's like playing Pictionary. And so it was very cool because I don't know, this is not necessarily for you, but it is someone that is around you. And this feels like a younger male or someone that would have more masculine energy. And it's really odd because my sign for everything is going to be okay sometimes is watching them icing a cake. You know, they're icing a cake. Usually when the shit is hitting the fan, that cake is all cracked and busted. Have you ever tried icing a cake that's all cracked up and busted and it just kind of peels the cake back? It's just impossible. But this cake is really good and they're doing a good job. And so I don't know if someone that sounds, oh, she's talking to you, the puffins in the, because it's always got a lag.
You're making me
I don't
hungry.
know what that is.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's what I always say. I want cake. But so, anyways, it's like, Patty, it's like, I think this person is really going to be okay. And they just, even if they're, or Polly, sorry, even if they're spread too thin because the icing is really thin as well, it's like everything's going to be okay. It really looks together. It looks good. So for whatever this male energy is, it's like they just keep saying it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So I don't know how that resonates with you, but they wouldn't switch it up, and I kept asking for different things or different messages, and it was for this other person in your life. So
Yeah, and I like that they brought artwork up again. Art, carving.
Jen's got me laughing over here. She just texted me saying that she just gave the Starbucks guy the YouTube channel.
Awesome. Hi, Shockwave.
Oh my God.
Earthquake cake.
Earthquake cake, yes. Yeah, just I would say, Polly, if someone comes to you that, you know, it just feels like I when I'm watching him decorate this cake, I'm just wanting to say you're doing a really good job. You know, you're so maybe the stance that you need to be with this more masculine person is just the stance of support. And you know, because sometimes I think as females we have a tendency to or as individuals and healers, we have a tendency to step in and try to fix things. And sometimes someone doesn't want us to fix it. They just want us to listen. So just be the supportive person, if that makes any sense.
That's something I have to work on. I'm a first responder. I'm like, how can I take this pain away from you? It's like, that's not my job.
But you know what my thing is anymore? I mean, I used to be that way. And now my thing is I sit back and I think, by helping this person or doing this for this person, do I take away their struggle for learning and growth?
Yeah.
And so I'm not doing that anymore. So
Good.
yeah. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Okay, so
yeah.
Jane.
Hi, Jane.
It's really interesting. They have me putting my hands out like this, Jane. Like I'm holding something, and I'm like, what's in Jane's hand? And I'm like, and it changes. It's like when you melt silver down, or I think like mercury might do that too. It's just like this really cool liquid that's like moving around in my hand. And I'm like, okay, well, what does this mean? And then that ooh, and maybe it's alchemy. They're showing me all of these symbols, and one of them, it's really interesting because I don't think that's not alchemy. They're actually showing me something that reminds me of it's not even ruins, but they're showing me, and it looks like either an elk or a buck, and it's this symbol, but it's how ruins, almost like how ruins are carved. It's just very simple lines. And the thing I'm holding in my hand has something to do with a time. And they're just showing me symbols. What should I do? What should we do with this in our hands? It's like we don't want to give it to the earth. Oh, fire. We'll give it to fire. Or the fire. Okay, fire. I just don't know what to do with this in my hand.
But, hey, I just thought of something, JJ. Maybe she needs to figure it out.
Yeah. What do you do with it in your hand? I don't know. Here, I'm handing it to you, Jane. Good luck. Good luck with the mercury I just gave you.
Yeah, good luck with the mercury I just gave you. Ancient old medicine, maybe. You know what they keep showing me? Do you remember the other day, JJ, when the earth was shaking for you?
Yes.
And then, but you had because I'm 3 hours ahead of you, so I didn't want to. We have this string between us girls, and in this chat, and JJ had text, but by that time, I was already at work in the mix. And JJ was like, "Did anybody feel that?" Like, and I said, "Yeah." As a matter of fact, I was sitting down this morning, and I couldn't remember what I was doing, but it was like I walked down my hallway and I just got so dizzy and so sick. And they just keep giving me that, Jane, where it's like you can almost you feel like you're going to be more sensitive to those earth shifts and that energy shift. And so they're making me feel a little dizzy, a little bit nauseated. So some of that could be just the shifting of the energy, and they literally, I mean, it's weird because they go ahead.
I got a big yes eye. I got a big yes eye for you. Yeah.
Oh, that's for yes eye. No, but they pull this guitar string and they're just plucking it really hard, and I can hear it and I can feel the vibration. And so this is almost an upgrade for you. So take that time to just afterwards, when you're feeling that whole shift, because they have me just kind of reaching to grab something. It's like, just take that time to relax and breathe through it and understand, to just be very cognizant of your body. And yeah, I've been feeling that for sure. Yeah. There's your big yes. Yeah, just understand that this is your upgrade right now. And all they keep doing is every time I say upgrade, they literally keep pulling a guitar string and just plucking it really hard. So just understand that's what that is.
Severe weather in
Shockwave.
Europe. Hmm.
Wow. Oh, you know what? I just realized I said I was going to go on and I was going to make some more moderators. I forgot all about that.
Okay.
So
I'll work on. I'm gonna do Mimi before Ian. Ian will be our last one. Is that okay to
actually,
do?
we need to do Richie. Well, we can do Mimi, Ian, and Richie because Richie asked a long time ago.
Okay.
And you can go first because I'm
seeing beautiful. Somebody is writing cursive. It's really beautiful. The handwriting is just really beautiful. And it's almost as if this writing is, it feels like it's written in gold ink. Kamarita ushtitanakia panonayewa shtitanomayewa. And they're reminding me of automatic writing. It's like you're telling a story with your writing. It also has a grandmother feel to it as well. Panuna makoto tamashite tayena tayena pamamakiawa ina shewa yena tanuka yewa shewa yenta. It's so interesting because they're showing me Mimi it's like it's like a three almost like a three-part whatever it is. It's like it's the listening and the writing and this beautiful gold ink. And then it's almost as if the grandmother comes through and blesses it or energizes it. And then something comes through, like the third part of this bit is smoothing it out. And when it gets smoothed out, it's almost as if it's sealed. And they're talking about almost with wax too, like sealing something in wax. So it's like the message is there and safe, secure. Bye, Gina. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, bye, Gina.
Mimi, are you still here?
I have not seen her.
Well, it was beautiful. Hopefully if she's not here, she sees the replay.
Richie and Ian, are you still here? Oh, Mimi's here.
Here, yeah.
Atticus is whining because he sees another dog outside. Yep, Richie's here and Ian's here.
And listening. What did you get anything for Mimi?
I did not. I did not. Sorry, Mimi. Maybe next time. But I did make you Mimi, you should be blue by now. So some of you guys will notice your names are blue in the chat. It's because you have a moderator. So I threw you a wrench. And yeah.
I just love Mimi's reading. Like, I just want to stay in it. It's so lovely.
We'll stay in it for a little bit. Let me see what I can do. And I didn't even hear you, so I didn't know what the reading was. But I'm just really, what they're showing me is lots of flowers, so flowers mean, of course, good. And they show me there's this card in the Lenormand deck that is, the flower means gifts. And so it for me, I just keep seeing really good things. By the way, I did thank you very much for those of you who have supported JJ and I so far. I want to say thank you. I literally am watching all of these flowers. It's like the Olympics, like you're in the Olympics and they're throwing flowers at me. And then they give you the medal, and it's like,
Is this for
to
Mimi?
Yeah, it's for Mimi.
For Mimi. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, and so I don't, like I said, I wasn't even paying, honestly, JJ, I wasn't paying even any attention to you, but it's like, I just keep seeing, every time I look there, I keep seeing, these flowers being given. And
yeah, she says that she's painting a lot of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just, they just keep throwing flowers at me and giving me the medal. So the medal basically means like you're doing a good job. Your ancestors are doing a good job. And then, so when I point this way, it's because Atticus, the dog, is trying to eat my food. Atticus. So no, when I point this way, it's because usually people that have passed come in this way. And so it is a very proud. So I don't know what work you've been doing to kind of, so when I see people that have a cord, like here's a person and there's a cord and there's another person and there's a cord, and it keeps going like that, that's my sign for your ancestors. So you've done a really good job sweeping it away or changing things. And I don't know if this makes sense to you, but you've done a really good job sweeping away ancestral stuff that you came in with, changing it up, acknowledging however that looks like for you. They just want you to know that they acknowledge that you've done the work and they appreciate it. And I watch these, like almost like it's like watching the string fall off between all of these people, not the disconnection, but the change that you have done and made. So I think it's really, really awesome that you're doing that. And they just want to thank you. So whatever that means to you. So
look, this is them on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
It's Flower Tribe Creations.
That is awesome. That's really beautiful.
Aww.
So, you know what? We have not, for those of you that don't know, we have a way showers, and I never know how to spell it. But there is a way showers, way showers with a Z.
Ooh, I like
a
this
Facebook
one.
group that we kind of connect. So if you're not on Facebook, that is really pretty.
Yeah, I like that.
That is really pretty. No wonder why. It was just constant flowers over here. And I'm like, what's up with the flower? So
they're so cool. They're all cool. You guys should go check it out. It feels great.
What is it? Let me go.
It is Flower Tribe Creations.
Okay.
Who's going to bed now? Suzanne.
Good night, Suzanne. Okay, we said we're going to do Richie and Ian, right? And I'm sorry, guys, that we did not have too much time to do everybody, but I'm old and tired.
Are these yours? Those are yours too? Those are really cool. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, I'll get off Facebook.
I'll get off Facebook.
Okay, Richie.
Let me go feed this dog before this one.
I'll hold down the fort.
Yeah, hold down the fork because he's like being a
He wants to eat your sandwich. Richie, I can feel your frequency. And they're showing me the typewriter, like you're typing your story. And this frequency feels, it's really relaxed, open. My heart just did a little tiny flutter. And my wrist is there's like little aches. I'm just gonna work on because of this beautiful frequency. I'll just oh, and they're also showing me the infinity sign. So I'm gonna take that symbol of frequency, and while Karen does a reading, I'm just gonna like go ahead and just for aches and pains, not giving them, soothing them out a little bit.
I'm gonna go down. So when I was getting water and just thinking of, what, because I kind of just clear my mind and just say, okay, what does Richie need to know? And there is this really, I don't know the word to place on it. And I'm not sure if it's vulnerable. I don't want to say vulnerability because it doesn't feel like that. But there is this space that you're either in right now. And it's almost like it's either you're in or you're going into, well, or you could be coming out of it. They're just like, let them decide. But, it's like when you have a tough time and it's all starting to come together, but you can kind of see, it's like they have me like licking my wounds, but not in a painful, bad way. It's like, I know it's okay. I know that everything is all right. It's like I feel the energy has shifted. They just want to see, it's almost like be gentle with yourself, for whatever has, I just can't say that enough, is just be gentle with yourself. And, it's like I'm watching this, like you dressed up like in a nursing outfit, taking care of yourself and, being okay with what that looks like while you're doing it. Good night, Dream Journey. Oh, I thought Dream Journey was going. Does that make sense to you, Richie, why that would come out like that? It's almost like, and you don't have to be that way with everybody else because they pushed all these people behind you, and you don't need to share that kind of thing. But it's almost like, okay, so you fell down, it's like, get back up, know that it's going to be okay. People fall, and it really is about taking care of yourself and putting yourself first right now to figure out why this emotion is going on, or why this thing is going on. Does that make sense? So
they were
because it really, go ahead.
I was also seeing lots of it's almost as if like unpacking visions. It's like here's a vision, there's a vision, like and I see the vision very clearly, you know, and I like focus on it for pretty intensely, and then it goes, and then there's another vision, and then there's like it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I have been frustrated with my lack of movement and spiritually. But sometimes, what they show me is like, okay, so I'm pretty open. You sometimes, I've been for the last, anybody that's watched my channel knows that I haven't been very productive for the last 2 years. It's been, before I used to do it every Tuesday, I mean, scheduled, and now it's just whenever I get on. And so I understand what you're saying, but sometimes it really is about just being okay with where you're at. It really is okay. Like, just because, what they, it's really weird. It's like, you got to let the wax get out of your ears. It's an analogy. Like, it's an analogy before we can hear.
I've heard that saying so many times.
But here's the deal, Richie. Here's the thing. I wish that I could see spirit like I did when I was a kid, but it's not going to be that way, because it scared me so bad as a 22-year-old that Atticus might bark. Just so
He cleaned his ears this morning. I love it.
Oh my God.
See, that's all you needed to do.
Just clean your ears. You can hear just fine. But it's like, sometimes we get frustrated with the things that we're not able to do, but you have different gifts that you're not tapping into. And so, but sometimes you're trying too much. It's like, just sit back. And another thing is, if you take anything as a sign, it's like, if you see 10 cents on the ground and you have now said that, okay, every time I see a dime, I'm going to know that spirit's talking to me. Well, now you're going to see dimes everywhere, because they're going to know that you're setting up a language with them or whatever you're trying to do. But you really are being very hard on yourself, and you're not seeing the signs, but because you're looking for them in a certain way, and you're not going with the flow. It's like you're trying to swim upriver with it. Does that make any sense? So be nice to yourself. Oops, I didn't mean for that one to go on. That is hilarious about that's hilarious about the ears.
Thinking about what they were showing me, I felt this really like open heart frequency, and the frequency felt great. And then there'd be like a little ache or a pain, and I was like focusing on that, like, shh, body, I'm trying to do something, like lots of distractions or things you might need to focus on first. But once they brought in that infinity sign, and the infinity sign that they're showing me for you is just really, really, really cool. It's not just a symbol. It's like this breathing, living thing. And I'm just wondering if you sat with it, even if you were sitting, walking, whatever you're doing, laying down, whatever, however you do it, when you try to connect, just going and doing the infinity sign. And it's almost as if I see it being drawn. And then it's like bringing it through you, just to like help you be in this practice.
Yeah.
Because once I did that, then I started seeing like the quick little visions. So try that and see. The infinity sign really wants to help you.
Yeah.
And it says, I not like to make things as hard as possible. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Humans.
Yeah, just be gentle with yourself. I mean, they literally keep showing me, I'm never, I don't see auras. I wish I did. It's just not going to happen. So I focus on the things that I know. And, also, Richie, I would really love for you to start doing the I am mantra. When I first started, I was so scared to go in and start professionally because I'm like, how do I know they're going to show up for me? How do I know they're going to do this? And so you need to create a light switch. And I talk about this often, is creating a light switch. And that is pick something that smells good, preferably. So what I did, and here's my bright wonder, you guys that are older are going to giggle at this. I picked incense and 70s rock because I figured, when would I ever hear those two or see those two together? And so I would light incense and I would listen to old 70s rock music. And then I would start doing anything, whether I was reading a book or I was, just anything that had to do with spirituality, I would do that first. And that creates basically your body to say, yeah, this is going to happen. And after a while, you won't need that. And then create a mantra that would be like, I am of service to spirit. I am of service to others. For me, I'm telling you what mine is. I am of service to spirit. I am of service to others. I am a clear and concise channel. I don't need to know what these signs mean. I don't, they were playing with my ear and messing with my ear. That meant a lot to you. So that means, I'm connected to your energy and that, that, because the flowers, I don't need to know what the flowers stand for as long as it makes sense to you. So I think that sometimes, once you release some of those things of, why am I not doing it this way? Or why am I not doing it that way? Because we look at and we compare other people and we say, I should be doing this, but it's not like that. We each have our own little, they're showing me, what do you call those? The DNA. They're showing me the strands. We each have our own strands and our own codes. We're not going to be like the next person. We were all built differently. So don't give yourself, and the reason why I'm preaching so hard on this is because this really goes out to a lot of you guys. It really is. You're a beautiful soul. There is no one like you in the world. And you can't compare yourself, and be gentle with yourself, especially in the energies that we are now. So, yeah, okay, I'm off my soapbox now.
Well, you made up that's a really good point. Like, the best advice I've gotten was from Michael Smith. He's the empath. He runs the Empath Academy, and Dr. Michael Smith. And the thing he said was, I don't know and I don't need to know. Like, if I see something, just trust what you're seeing. And if you don't know what it is, that's fine. If you're not feeling something, that's fine. But I'm also a big believer in, I love inner teachers, but I also love taking classes. So I've taken many, many different classes. I started with Reiki, polarity, little classes with polarity therapy. I just worked with lots of things I was just interested in. And that's how I also built up my my spiritual community, because you just really want to practice with people. Like, I know Debbie Freebird Spirit has a class, and I took the first class, and it reminded me a lot of how I practiced with other teachers, where you just practice and you just get silly little messages, but you just say them, and then you keep practicing and practicing, but you have other people who are also beginning, and so you're all kind of in it together. And I know that Kevin, and I think his name is Stouffer, so the healing medium, Kevin Lewis, has a class. I
saw Kevin here a while ago.
Yeah, so Kevin
meant to say
hi, they have a class. I'm thinking that might be one that is good for you. So I'm thinking go with the guys.
Yeah.
Is it Ian now?
Yeah, it's Ian. Ooh, she beat me to the punch.
Look at this cool. It's called a lion's mane mushroom. Look at that.
Oh, lion's mane
cool?
mushroom. It's funny that you should say that, JJ, because Richie's in that class. He said,
Oh no way! With the guys. That's cool. Oh, you're
Yeah.
in that class. See, they've got you. But don't get frustrated if you don't see anything. Like other people will be like, oh, and I saw this and I saw that. And I'd be sitting there like, I didn't freaking see anything.
like I didn't see nothing.
Great. Spirit hates me.
You know, it doesn't help. I like taking classes. I really do. But sometimes my brain, you know, my ADHD
class. What a fun class.
That seems like a really fun class. My ADHD kicks in, and then I'm like doing my own thing in my head. I'm like, do.
Have a good dinner, butterfly kisses. So when I'm looking at the lion's mane mushroom, like you, and of course you can't, if you're allergic to mushrooms, you should avoid.
Be a good idea.
You should avoid this. But working with lion's mane mushroom, which is like the coolest looking mushroom I've ever seen. It just looks like it's like a big Yeti. It just looks like, or like I don't know what it looks like. It's really fun. But this helps with brain function, memory, helps the nervous system, which I would really like to use some tea, but helps with the nervous system, protects against cancer. It's good for everything. Digestive health, reducing inflammation, anxiety, enhances the immune system, diabetes, neuropathy. This is like, I love nature. So working with the essence of this, you don't even have to have any. You just call in the lion's mane mushroom essence. And I love it. Again, they're bringing it right to the middle of the body. Like just bringing the essence right in. Oh, feels good. Goes to my throat too. Ian, you have to go foraging for mushrooms.
Foraging for mushrooms in Scotland. I'm so, you know, when I get really tired and you just get dumb, I'm like, are there mushrooms in Scotland?
I don't know. I've
only been up since 5. It's okay. Ian, are you here? I don't see you in the chat. Say something, Ian. Ian.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Now this has turned into a singing, singing.
He's here.
I am bouncing around between you making sure that you're making and maintaining the connections with the people that are in your life, whatever that means to you. Because I see, they have me in your, where you live, and then they pan me up, and then they have a person here and they put a line to that person. And then they have a person over here and they put a line to that person. And, so it's like, make sure you're maintaining those connections that you have with people, for whatever the reason. And then, job came up, and, I asked about that, and I just got this okay feeling. So whatever that means to you, you don't have to explain it, but and it just like popped in like boop, job, money, and then popped back out. And then literally they went back to maintaining the connections with the people that you have. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. So.
And mushrooms.
And mushrooms. I wonder if those get you high.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think so.
I'm just kind of curious.
I don't know if those kind of mushrooms are in my book.
Oh, good.
Don't
Strains
we
that
all,
JJ
Ian? Don't we all?
It's a problem with my colon at the moment. I didn't change my job. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. So, all right, family. Thank you so much. It was and he loves fried mushrooms.
Yay!
Fried mushrooms. Yeah, I hope you feel better. Guys, don't forget to do your meditations or your quiet spaces. Thank you, Desert Dawn. And just kind of imagine, a beautiful light coming down to you and spreading it out to the next person. Wherever they might need help in their life, whether it's through finances or healing or anything like that, just any of that energy that you don't need poured out to the next person and all over the world. And thank you guys for being a part of our lives tonight. I appreciate every single one of you. And thank you again for the people that donated to JJ and I really appreciate that. So we will see you soon, and we will come back maybe next time with Gerald from Tarot Stash and Jen and Aspen. Even though, well, actually, can I pop you back? Can I pop you guys on so you guys can say hi to everybody? Okay, hold on. Let me pop Jen on.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Aspen. Thanks so much for helping me out. I'm horrible at that. So they've been typing and doing all of this for me.
Yay, mushrooms!
Yay for mushrooms! Yay! Mushroom
Gotta love mushrooms.
Oh, no.
Yay.
Oh my gosh, I definitely was not doing that while driving. Oh God.
No, of course you weren't. Of course you
No, I
weren't.
was not. But thanks, everybody.
All right. See you later, Jen.
Bye.
Bye, Aspen.
Mushrooms.
So, all right. Thanks, guys, so much. I hope you have an awesome day. And thanks again for joining us. Bye.
Bye, everybody.